What's up everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video we'll see the questions that came in Accenture on 8th of October exam, and in this video I'll cover the cons section. So if you haven't checked my previous videos which I uploaded on the coding questions that were asked on 8th of October 2020 in Accenture exam, and also I have uploaded the logical questions, so don't forget to check that too. Okay, so let's start with the video. The first question is, what is the largest number which divides 150, 180 and 144, leaving the same remainder in each case? Okay, we have to find the largest number. So basically we have to, and with the same remainder. So basically we have to find the HCF. Okay, wait one sec. I'll change the color. Yeah. We have to find the HCF. We have to subtract the like 150 and 144 from 180 first of all. Like 180 minus 150 is 30. 180 minus 144 is 36, and 150 minus 144 is 6. Okay, now we got the numbers like 30, 36 and 6. So take the HCF of that. So the easiest way to find the HCF is like this. I know you will think that why is she taking out the LCM, but no, I am calculating the HCF only. So it will divide 2 15s are 30, 2, yeah, so 2 18s are 36 and 2 3s are 6. Now all these numbers can be divided by 3. So 3 5s are 3 6s are and 3 1s are. Now there is no number, not a single number which can divide 5 6 and 1, like all the three. So 2 into 3, that is 6, will be our HCF. That's it, and that is only what we want. 6 is our answer. I hope that is clear, but if it is not, please don't hesitate for asking any doubt. You can ask me in the comment section, or you can join me on my Telegram channel. So yeah, the next question is, number of sequence in which 7 players can throw a ball so that the youngest player may not be the last one. Okay, we'll solve this. See, the total number of players equals to 7. Like he or she has 6C1. We are taking the combinations like 6C1 chance for his placement. Okay. Now the remaining six players can have a chance and can have a chance in 6 factorial ways. Okay, therefore the total possibilities will be 6 into 6 factorial. That is somewhat, if you calculated 6 into 720, 6 factorial is 720, that is equals to 4320. So this is our answer. If in the question they are asking you in this format, you can just take the correct answer, or if they want you to solve it further, then 4320 is the correct answer. I hope that is clear. Let's move to the next question. By selling an article of 80% of its marked price, a trader makes a loss of 10%. what will be the profit percentage if he sells it at 95% of its marked price? See, let marked price be rupees 100 and let's say and selling price be rupees 80, because by selling an article at 80% of the marked price, here our marked price is 100, so our selling price will be 80. In condition of in the condition of 10% loss, the cost price will be 80 into 100 upon 90, that is nothing but equals to rupees 800 upon 90. According to the question, when selling price, like here, when the selling price is 95, then the required then the required percentage will be equals to 95 minus our cost price, that is 800 upon 90 upon 800 upon 90. I mean 9, sorry. Here it should be 9. Yeah, sorry for the mistake. Into 100. So this is nothing but equals to 55 by 8. If you solve it, you'll get something like 55 by 8, which is approximately equals to 6.9 percentage. That is 6.9% is our answer. Next question. In a group of 8 boys, 2 men aged 21 and 23 were replaced. Two new boys, were replaced with 2 new boys. Due to this, the average cost of the group increased by 2 years. What is the average age of the 2 new boys? Okay, this is quite easy. I'll explain. The average of 8 boys is given is given that it is increased by 2. Okay, this means the total age of therefore the total age of boys will also be increased, that is 8 into 2 will be 16. Okay, 16 years. So sum of ages of 2 new boys that were added will be 21 plus 23, this at age 21 and 23, plus 16, that is equals to 60. Therefore average of these will become 60 by 2, that is equals to 30. So our answer is 30. Next question. Meeta married 8 years ago. Today her age is 9 by 7 times. So that time of marriage at present. Okay, wait. Yeah, and I forget to tell you that I also mentioned this in the previous videos of Accenture, that the questions were repeated, like mostly they put the same with same values, and all the things are same in the question paper which were asked in the previous exams. So I suggest you to please practice the previous year's exam papers. Don't worry, I'll put a video on that too, so no need to worry. Yeah, in this question, Meeta married 8 years ago. Today her age is 7 by 9 times to that time of marriage. Okay, at present his son's age is 1 by 6 of her age. What was her son's age 4 years ago? See, let us assume that Mita's current age. No, let us assume Mita's age 8 years ago be X. Therefore, her present age will be equals to X plus 8, because obviously if we are calculating the present age, we'll do X plus 8, and that is equals to X plus 8 equals to 9 by 7 times of her age, like 8 years ago when she got married. So this is equals to this, because it is given in the question itself, it is 7, and that is nothing but we can solve this, and we can get a equation like 7 plus x equals to 9x. That will become x equals to 28. If you solve it, you will get x equals to 28. That means 28, which is x plus 8, will be 36. Next, the son's age. To calculate the son's age is given as 1/6 of her age. 1/6 of her age, that is 36. So that is equals to 6. If you calculate it, 6 6 are 36. That's why 6. Next, we have to calculate what was her son's age 4 years ago. Okay, so the son's age 4 years ago will be 6 minus 4, that is equals to 2. There are 4 boys and 3 girls. They sit in a row randomly. What is the probability that all girls are together? See, this is quite easy question, so I want you people to take the efforts and like guys, take a pen and paper and pause the video and just solve it. Like doing that only you'll crack the Accenture exam. So like just by seeing the video, I don't think so anyone can practice quants. So I suggest pause the video, see the question and check the answer. Okay, I'm not solving this question, but if you feel any doubt in that, you can ask me in the comment section, or you can DM me on Telegram. I'll share the link in description. Next, Libra had 3 diamonds weighing equal. All the diamonds are equal. 3 diamonds are equal. One of the diamond fell and broke into 4 equal pieces. One diamond fell and broke into 4 different pieces weighing 20 gram each. This is 20 gram, this is 20, and so on, like 20 and 20 gram each. This is G. What was the total weight of 3 diamonds? So we have to tell the total weight of these 3 diamonds. See, first of all, there are total diamonds are 3. It is given in the question that weight of each diamond is same. Now one diamond accidentally got broke, and it broke such that it now divides into 4 equal parts, as I explained it. Yes. Now the weight of each part, if in given is given that it is 20 gram each. Therefore, weight of one whole diamond will be 4 into the weights of each broken part, that is equals to 4 into 20 gram, that is nothing but equals to 80 gram. Yes, now we know weight of one diamond, weight of one full diamond before breaking down, it is 80 gram. Therefore, we calculate the like how much three complete diamonds will weigh. So for that, for weight of all three diamonds, it will become a weight of one diamond into total diamonds. Okay, I hope that is clear. So the weight of one diamond is 80 grams, and we'll multiply it by 3, that is nothing but equals to 240 grams, which is our final answer. That is 240 grams is our answer. Yeah, this is it for this video. I hope you liked it, and I'll upload few more parts on this. I'm not uploading everything in a single video because it will become too lengthy, and I know, as I am a student too, I mean I was a student too, so it students usually don't watch much longer videos. So yeah, we'll meet in the next part, and hope you like it, and if you liked it, please hit the like button. Also, please subscribe to my channel so that you will not miss videos that I'll put in the future. Bye bye.